Hello friends, it is Mrs. P. Happy Mother's Day. You will be seeing this on Sunday on Mother's Day. I am filming it on Saturday. I'm trying to get everything done so that I can spend Sunday with my family and not have to worry about videos or anything like that. So that is what I'm doing. So I am bulk filming, but I hope you have a wonderful day. We are going to save for the emergency fund in this binder. Then we have our Christmas binder and our randomizer, and the randomizer is where we save for birthdays and gifts and date night and fun stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The emergency binder has an extra little bit amount. This came from the Village Hop. We reached $50 in the emergency fund envelope, so I pulled that $25, and so we have an extra $25 on top of the $10, $25, $35, $45, $50 that I budgeted. I could not remember how much I budgeted this week. It's kind of ever changing. So anyway, that is what we are going to do today, and let's go ahead and get started. I have marked where we will start with this little clip, and this is going to be our first challenge, because this is where we left off last week. This comes from M over at Plan to Save Designs. It says, I can tell by your sarcastic undertones, rude comments, and sheer lack of decency that we should be friends. Yes, I love sarcasm. Sarcasm is like my language. I was helping the students with some activities. We're prepping for the EOG and verbal irony, and I was like, you know, it's kind of like sarcasm, and it was the way I explained it, and I don't know. That's how I speak. I speak in sarcasm. All right, so this one will save us $50. Let's go ahead and roll. We've done a lot on that side, so I'm just going to start over here. So one is right here, and that is $6. And I'm going to stop there, because if we make it back to chip away, that one can get a little expensive. So $6 going in, 5, 6, and I am going to go ahead and change out these two 5s for a 10. So we've got 21 out of 50 in that one. And then next we have the Dots and Dice. This comes from Wendy at the Thriftist Sew Shop. And I need my dot die. I've got it right here to see which card we are going to scratch on. And it is yellow. I don't think we've done yellow yet. Nope, we have not. So let me set these to the side. See which one we're going to scratch. Number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 right here in the middle. Oh, that's a multiplier. So times 3. All right, so it was determined that if I get a multiplier, I have to multiply it by the predetermined number that I got here, which is 3. So that's 3 times 3, which is 9. So I'm going to put a 1 back and grab this 10. So we've got $30 in there so far. That's nice. Okay, I love this. It's so random. I love things that are random for some reason. All right. You never know, you know, it could be all different amounts that people save. All right, this one comes from Lacey over at Blue Kiwi Budgets. It says, Feed Fear a Suck It sandwich. And this is a freebie on her Ko-fi. Go check her out. All right, $45. Let's see. We are going to go number 1. We'll just do right here. And that is $6 going into this one. This is such a cute one. Again, sarcasm. All right. What did I say? 6? I have 4 1s, so I'm going to put the 4 1s back and grab this 10. So out of 45, we have 20, 30, 35. So $10 out of those 3. Not bad at all. All right. Now we have our MASH. I love this. MASH Travel Edition. This is a collab from Lindsay at Bookish Mama Budgets and Becca at Becca Budgets 777. So we're eliminating things that we will not be doing on our trip. So let's go ahead and roll. Oh, I need to put $12. I do 2 for each one. So $12 going in, 10, 11, and 12. All right, let's see here. Need to grab a marker. All right, 6. We are not going to Alaska. Now, we have been to Alaska. We went on an Alaskan cruise 2 summers ago. It was absolutely amazing. We went like the beginning of July, end of June, beginning of July, and it was still cold, like on the ship. We went, what do you call that? The inside passage. So we got to see glacier. Oh, it was just so much fun. Then we got to Skagway. We did the railroad, and that was so much fun. All right, so we're not going to Alaska. 4, we are not going to stay gone a month. Oh no. That means we're either going to stay a night or a week. Well, all right, 6, we are not taking the whole gang. Oh my goodness. What I have left in that is crazy. Oh no, we're not going to get lost, which is good. Okay. Oh, I just marked out the wrong one. 2 was already taken. I marked out 3. I'm going to just go ahead and leave it. Pretend that was a 3. All right, so traveling by... Oh, my mom and I got lost in Chicago. We got on the wrong bus going back. My brother lived in Chicago for a few years, and we'd gone up to visit. And we took the public transportation, the bus, by ourselves. And the bus system is confusing. And me and my mom got lost, and yeah, that was interesting. All right, so let's hear. Okay, traveling by. All right, we've already done 1, 4. We are not taking a tandem bike. Okay, I have a story about tandem bikes. So when my boys were little, before my daughter was even born, we took the ferry up in Michigan to Mackinac Island, and we rented a tandem bike and our chain. We rode the bike around the island, but our chain on the bike kept coming off. And so like every little bit we had to get off. My husband had to put the chain back on. It was awful. All right, so we're not taking a tandem bike. And 5, we've already done. Our extras, we are not upgrading to first class. That's disappointing. I've never ridden first class. I'm always I either do main or the economy. So that is what we eliminated in MASH today. So in this challenge, we now have 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, $48. So much fun. I love this. All right. Then we have our catch-all. Let's see here. I am going to skip that one for now and come back to that. Let's go ahead and do this one, which is Chip Away. And this is the most fun game. It saves so much money. It comes from Mel at Mystic Budgets. And a lot of you guys have played it. I absolutely love it. It is just so much fun, but it can be expensive. All right, so I've got my chips here and I've got my dice. Let's go ahead and see how Chip Away is going to treat us today. All right, so we've got a 5, a 3. Whoop, can't hold on to the little chips. A 3, a 2, and a 1. Okay. All right, some high and, well, one high number and some low ones. All right, 2 5s. All right, so 5 must be our number today. 5, 5, 3, and 2. Okay. I got to be careful with these chips because they are very easily moved around on the board, and then I get it all messed up. Come on, 6s. I need some 6s. Another 5, a 6. Okay, 6, 5. That's my last 5. A 2 and a 1. All right. Come on, 6s. 6s and 4s. Well, we got a 4. We got 2 2s, but I only have 1 2. So I'll have to re-roll this one and a 1. All right. All right, I need a 6 or a 4. 6 or 4? Come on. 3. Well, I've got a 3. At least I didn't lose a chip. All right, I need to get some 6s, please. 6s. Well, 1 6. 1 6. 2 3s. I only have 1 3 and a 4. Okay, so I have to roll one more. Come on, I need a 6. And I got a 3. And so I lose that chip. So we have to save what we have left, which is 10, 16, 21. All right, $21. 10, 5, 10, 15, 21. Okay, well, at least we had the funds for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put those chips back there. I'm going to color in this little dollar mark. So 3 more weeks and we will pull this money. And I think I'm going to put shut the box in its place for a little while. All right, let's see. I'm not counting it. I did condense it a little bit just because I needed to, but I'm not counting it. All right, I'm going to just leave this off to the side so it does not mess up my envelope. All right, so next we have this challenge. And get it out from Natalie at Buttercup Budgets. It's the My New Pet. So we're going to decide which pet we're going to have. So I'm going to roll my D6. Let's see here. Oh, we got 1. The Rock. I love it. I love that the Rock got chosen. All right. So that's $1. I'm going to roll one more time. All right. $1. And come on. Another 1, the Rock. All right. I don't mind having a pet rock. In fact, I think I would love to have a pet rock. They're easy. All right, so $2 going in to My New Pet. All right, so we have 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take those ones and get a 5. All right, so $25 in that one so far. All right. Next we have this one. This comes from Tiffany at Saving with Tiffany. It says, old age used to be all in my head. Now it's in my joints. And if that is not true, I don't know what else. All right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll scratch right here. And that is 4. And I'm just going to leave it there. So $4. All right, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we've got $9 in this one out of 45. All right, now we have our collab. No, I keep calling them collabs. They are not collabs. This is, the freebies, the monthlies from Danny at Craftco Budgets, and this one's from D at D Plans and Budgets. And I see that this faded through on this challenge. All right, so we don't have a whole lot. What comes next? M? Is that where we started? Yes, it is where we started. So let's go ahead. I was doing these at $3 each. Wait, if I do this at 3 and this is 3, 3 for the big ones, that's 6, 8, 12, no, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Should I just do it that way? I think I am, because I have less for my emergency fund budget. So I think I'm going to do the big flowers at 3 and the small flowers at 2. And let's see here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that leaves us 5. I think I'm going to put $10 in this one and then the rest in my catch-all. All right, so let me grab a color. So if I do 10, I can do 2 and 3 here. 2 and 3, so that's 5 in this one. And then I'm going to do the big flower and a small flower. I'm going to color these and then I will come back to you. Okay, my paper It's not really thick cardstock, but it's bleeding. I think this was the cardstock I purchased at Walmart, maybe? I don't know, but it's not very good. All right, $10 going in to this one. So now we have $20 out of these two challenges. All right, so we are going to start right back where we stopped last week or stopped today. It was the same as last week. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in there. And I'm gonna go back here to this, which is this is the 12 months that is a collaboration. Stephanie at Overthinking Budget has May, and a bunch of other ladies had the rest of the months, and I have January through April already tagged below because I've already used their challenges, and I'm just going to keep them there till the end of the year. But $5 is going in here, and I'm going to go ahead and just do this 5 right here, and we are finished with all of our money. I hope I can put a little extra money into emergency fund next week. That way we can get closer, because I want to get these finished by the end of the month so I can put June in there. So anyway, we have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and $17 in this one so far. And that is all in my emergency fund. I will go ahead and get this cleaned up, and I will come back with my Christmas savings. Okay, friends, I am back with my Christmas binder. I love Christmas. That is definitely my favorite holiday. Okay, so we have $40 to play with. 10, 15, 25, 35, and 5 ones. Not a lot. It will go by very fast, and we may not even get to all of the challenges. But you know what, guys? That's okay. We are going to start here in April's challenge. This is the monthly that April has done. She put this as a freebie in her Ko-fi, I think around Christmas. This will save us, I don't know, $10, $15, $18. So I'm going to go ahead. Let's see here. What do I have in here? I have a 10. Let's go ahead and just put the 5 in there because I don't have a lot of ones. Let me find, I don't know which blue I used, but I'm going to go ahead and do the 5 and get that one just knocked out. Definitely not the right blue, but it's still okay. All right, so $5. So now we have 15 out of 18 in there. All right, now we have the biggie. This is the Christmas book. This comes from Lindsay at Boy Mom Loves to Save. This is all things Christmas vacation. I absolutely love it. It will save a lot of money, so I'm excited about that. But I'm going to go ahead and roll the D12. And we got 5. I think that's what we had last week. Is that the same one we did last week? Whoopsie. All right, so this challenge and which scratcher? 2. 1, 2. We're going to do this one right here. Who knows? There's a 13 beside it and a 1. Oh, whoa, $14. Yep, this one can get us pretty big numbers. All right, $14. All right, let me see. I have this one. I'm going to put it back and grab the 10 and a 5. And just like that, we are almost out of money. So we've got $100 in the high yield savings account. 20, 30, 45, 46, 47, 48. $48. I wish I had kept placeholders in here for the money that we saved last year that we used for last Christmas, but I did not. I did use that money, and we won't know how much I saved in total here. Maybe I could go back and watch videos. That might. Did I even? I think I used this on. Yeah, I did this in videos. Anyway, that is that. So let's move on, and now we have this beautiful challenge, which comes from M at Plan to Save Designs. If you notice, I've got her challenges in every binder that I have, I think. So this one is a save 40. I don't remember where we stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll scratch right here. And that is a nice friendly 4. After getting a 14, that 4 looks really nice. Okay. All right, $4. I'm going to pull a 1 and put in a 5. So out of 40, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, and 18. $18. All right. Oh, we've got a new one this week. Okay. And I can't remember how I'm going to play this. I think I'm going to, okay, I do remember. All right, so this is a freebie that is on Letty at Party Planner Papery, her Ko-fi. And so we've got these 4 scratchers, and then we have these. So if I hit, I think it's a multiplier, I'll scratch one of these and multiply whatever that is by whatever's on one of these. So let me do it. I don't know if y'all can even see that. All right, I love this. Charlie Brown's Christmas. Okay, so I'm gonna roll the D4. Let me grab it. All right, to see which one of these we're gonna scratch on. 1, okay, so we are gonna scratch on this one. Let me roll to see which scratcher we're gonna do. 1, so we're gonna scratch right here. And very first one we get is a times 1. All right, so then we're gonna see which of the little cards here we're gonna do. All right, let me go ahead and get this black scratcher off. The big black scratchers that I have, these are free. I printed them and then I put the stickers on, but the black ones that I have are awful. But I did hear, who else? There was somebody else that was saying that their black scratchers, maybe it was Sarah at Sarah Saves 07, but she said hers were bad too. Or like hard to scratch maybe. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. Okay, so we're gonna do this little one right here. Charlie Brown with, or no, Snoopy with his little house. And something we got to talking about, oh, that's a 5. All right, so times 1, which is 5, thank goodness, have you ever seen Snoopy's tail? Me and my mom and dad were coming back from a ball game, and we were, I don't know why we got to talking about that. Oh, I can't vacuum up this little scratcher. Okay, so 5, they're everywhere. Oh, okay, $5 going into this one. I love it. Isn't that so cute? And it's free, guys. Oh, I love how many people give freebies. Just helps me not spend money on challenges, and I get to like play with so many neat things. All right, thank you, Letty, for such a cute challenge. All right, now we have this one, which comes from Carly at Budget with Carly. I rolled the D4 to see how many of these squares I color. Each one costs $2. It says, nice, naughty, never mind, I'll buy my own stuff. I would say that I am the nice one in my house. My husband is the naughty one. 3, okay, 3, so that would be $6. Let me pick out, what color do I want to use? I love the shades that I've been going with. I think I'm going to grab that pink. Okay, so 3. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, this is a freebie on Carly's Ko-fi shop. All right, so $6 going into this one. Do I have 2? Nope. So 5 and 6. Now we are down to our last few dollars. All right, so far this challenge has got 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. $20. And where are we? Oh, goodness. This one is a cute challenge from Tara. Do I take the chance? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We may have an IOU, but if we do, it's okay, right? An IOU is not terrible. Let me go. I'm going to take the chance because I just love this so much. She's got, I think, 12 of these, and each of them will save $50. This one says, you want to check out my huge sack. So these are mature audience only. All right, so let's see which one we are going to scratch. I think we got this 2 last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll scratch right here. And we got 10. All right, that's okay. So 10, I knew there were going to be big numbers. I think I was watching Steph at Steph's on a Budget, and I saw that, and I did these, I printed these and stickered them myself, but it's been a long time since I did that. So $10, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a $4 IOU. I have not had an IOU in this one in a long time, but let's go ahead. I've got this one right here. So $4. I'll have to remember that to pay that up next week. And I will use this to mark where we start, but I'm going to put this here to show that I have an IOU. What did I say we had? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It'll be 20. So, woo, there could be more spicy numbers. All right, so I'm going to put my nails. I can't pick things up off of the desk. All right, so I'm going to put this IOU here so we can see that we owe that before we start next week. And then I'm going to mark this one right here. And that's where we'll start with our challenges next week so that we can give everybody some love. And I would have finished this one if I'd made it to the one from April at What's Poppin' Sunshine. All right, friends, that is all in my Christmas binder. I will be back with my randomizer. All right, friends, I am back. I have my randomizer. This is probably my favorite binder to play with because this is money that I actually get to use. Like, all the other ones go to something adultish, but we save for holidays, birthdays, camping, which is our vacation this year, gifts, fun money, and date night. So we do have the extra $25 from the self-care envelope in our Village Hop, so that is nice to have that. We had extra money last week too. And then I budgeted 10, 15, 25, 35, and 5 ones is 40. Which is not a lot. That's why I'm excited that we have the extra 25 this week. I will roll my D6 to see which challenge we are going to scratch. And we're going to start with number 2, which is for birthdays. All right, this one I feel like got a lot of love last week. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start here because this one can be pricey. This is a challenge I got off of the Happy Mailbox Co., her Etsy shop, but she is Lisa Grateful Me on YouTube. All right, 2, 1, 2. We'll scratch right here. And that is $2. Usually I scratch a second time, but I think I'm going to wait just because we don't have a lot of money. Okay, yeah. I'm just going to put $2 in there. All right, 1 and 2. All right. All right, let's see where we're going next. 3. Okay, 1 back, which is camping. Okay, camping is next. All right, and we will finish this one. Yay! Okay, so that means we will get to pull money for vacation. We got one more right here. Let's go ahead and scratch it, and that is $3. So we are going to put $3 and we will have 35. Okay, I gotta get it all. Well, I don't know why, because I didn't get these all. All right, so $3. I'm gonna pull these 2 and put in a 5. So that's $35 for camping. Yay, ding, ding, ding. I don't do the ding, ding, ding anymore, but there we go. $35 for that. And I do have a new challenge that I will put in its place. This comes from Steph over at Steph's on a Budget. Cute little hippos. And that is what we will do if we roll a 3 again. 4. Okay, we're just going to move on back. All right, this is the Cheeky Race. I thought 3 was Cheeky Race, but no. 4 is Cheeky Race. Is this not the cutest challenge? This is going for gifts. And I'm rolling the D6 to see which chick is going to win the race. And 3. And we have a winner. We have a winner. Winner, winner. Oh, that's sad. Chicken dinner when we're using chicks here. I should probably not say that. Winner, winner. Vegetarian dinner. All right, so $3 going in to this one, and that means this challenge is finished. We have Yeah, $3. And I have to put $2 in because the little chick one. So I'm going to put that back and grab a 5. So Chicky Race, which comes from Dying Outlaw. Alexis, thank you for such a cute challenge. I am going to clean this off and I will use this again because it is so stinking cute. All right, so we saved $20, $40, $60, $5 in gifts in Chicky Race. Okay, and I do not have a challenge on deck for this one, but let me see if I have something hiding out back there. I do not. So I will be right back with a challenge to take its place. Okay, friends, I have a challenge. This is Peanuts, Please. This comes from Kingdom Planning. I got this from her Etsy shop, and I am going to, you roll the D6 and you scratch in the rows that they're in. So the denominations are 1 to 10, but if I find a peanut, that's $10. So I love this. All right, so that one will go in that place. So let's see which one we're gonna do now. Number 6. Okay, that is probably my favorite one in the binder because it's date night. All right, here's another one from M over at Plan to Save Designs. Chippin', Dippin', and Margarita Sippin'. Save 45. Love it so much. 3. 1, 2, 3 right here. 5. And just to show you how much I love to eat at our local Mexican restaurant, I think we've got, let's see here, we've got 3, 4 restaurants, Mexican restaurants, and of course we have our favorite. And they know me well enough to know when I come, he brings my margarita without me even ordering it. So this one is $5. So let's go ahead and put $5 in for date night. Love it. 6 again. Yay. We are, what I was getting ready to say is, you know, I love it when that is the restaurant we chose to eat at for Mother's Day. All right, so we scratched here. One more down. So right here, $6. All right, perfect. And we have found another restaurant that we love and we will use for date night. Usually my husband and I will either go to Mexican, we will go to a seafood restaurant that is like one town over, but we found this little tavern bar. Oh, the food is so good. And it's some friends of ours that owns the restaurant, so that is cool to support them. So $6 more going into this one, and I'm going to pull these 4 ones and put in a 10. So out of 45, we have 20, 30, 35. So maybe we've got all the big ones. Okay. 1. Okay, I'm glad this one has gotten chosen. These are my Easter challenges. That just shows how long ago that I have been working on holidays. This one comes from Carly at Budget with Carly, and this one comes from Karen at Karen C Budgets. And this one's got 4 scratchers, so let's go ahead and see if we can finish this one. All right, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll scratch right here, and that is $7. The next holiday, I budget for Mother's Day. So the next holiday that we are saving up for is 4th of July. All right, so $7. We don't do a whole lot for 4th of July, but, you know, my daughter likes to shoot off fireworks and stuff. So 20, oh no, I'm not counting it, right? All right, so let's just move along. 4, all right. Oh, we get to do this one. Okay, so we get to try to scratch here. Look at all those scratchers. My goodness. All right, 1. All right, so we'll scratch right here, and that is 5. All right, so we're starting this one out gifts for $5. Whoops, didn't sweep that, or didn't vacuum that up. All right, $5 in here. 3. Are we on 3? No, 3 is right here. Oh, camping. Okay, so we get to scratch this one. So we get to start this challenge from Steph over at Steph's on a Budget. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll scratch right here in the middle. And that is $5. And I do not have $5 in my in my money anymore. But I know that I could condense this one for holidays. I saw that it had 2 5s. So I'm going to go ahead and grab those 2 5s, put in a 10. Okay, I'll go back to this one. and this one will get 5. Okay, so that worked out. Okay. Let's see where we're going next. 4. All right, back to this one from Kingdom Planning. 3. All right, we're scratching right here. And that is $1. And usually I say my rule is that I will scratch another one if I get $1. Oh, do I? Yeah, let's do it. 6. Okay, over here. $4. So that's another $5 going in. So that worked out really good. So I can pull this 5 and put in a 10. Okay. 4. That's this one again. Okay. It's wanting to get some love. And it needs love because it has so many scratchers. All right, 4. Oh boy. We got a peanut. Womp womp. All right, 5 and 10. So now we're going 20 there. And we're down to our 1s. 3. Back 1. And this is Steph's. This is going for vacation. 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll scratch right here in the corner. Another $5. Okay. We can do that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're gonna take our chances. 3. Oh, Steph. Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 6 right here. And that's 4. Okay, that worked out perfect because I can put the rest of it in my catch-all and we do not have an IOU. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that leaves us $3 left. All right, so far in Steph's challenge, we've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 out of 50. Okay, and then we had, what is that, 20 in this one for gifts. Didn't roll fun money at all. Date night's looking good at 35. And here is my catch-all. Love this. This is a play on Snoopy with Scooby-Doo. And this comes from Veronica at Weekly Budgets. Well, that took me forever to find my Sharpie. That was the one I was using on this. So $3 going in. So I get to color in 3 of these little circles right here. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. All right. Well, friends, that is all I have. We now have $9 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We did get to start a couple new challenges, which I love that. And let's move up here to the front and our Easter challenges, which are now for 4th of July. We've got, what, $42 in there. We will have, this is 70 and 30. We'll have $100 when we finish, which is actually kind of perfect number for 4th of July. So as long as I get this finished before the 4th of July, we're golden. All right, what did I say? That was 42. So not halfway yet, but close. Birthday, we are working on these 2 challenges. We've got just a little bit on this one left, but 3 scratches on this. So let's see how much we have. This one would be, what is that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 plus 83, so 103. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 65, 6, 7, 8, 9, 69. So these should be probably pretty hefty numbers. And that is all, friends. I did finish Chicky Race for gifts and this one from April for camping. All right, friends, thank you for watching. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and a blessed week this week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.